Howdy, gang, partner, how are thee? Welcome to Thingymajig's racing channel. As always, I'm just hanging around to see if YouTube's going to put the video up, and then we can get down to real business. Well, it says it's upcoming, so we can only keep our fingers crossed and hope it's going to go. And possibly, you never know, we might be on, we might not be. Yes, here we go. So here we are on Thingymajig's racing channel. And yeah, I've just got to say, whoever you are, if you've subscribed lately, bless you, thanks. I managed to get a picture, a screenshot, when I had 69 subscribers. And again now I'm on 76 subscribers, which is my race number. So I was quite chuffed about that. So if you've subscribed lately, bless your heart, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I don't tell you to do it because it's annoying when you have those YouTuber type people always saying to you, oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and all that jargon. No one wants that. No one's looking for that in their watching, their viewing pleasure. So bless you, thank you. We're here with the World Racing Community, the GT Challenge, and it's round 3. Where are we? I think it's a proper track. We're at Detroit. No. Denver. No. I can't think of any other D's. That's weak, man. No. It's totally gone out of my head. Detroit. No, I said Detroit, didn't I? It's not Detroit. I said this as a joke earlier, and now it's stuck. Daytona! There we go. Got there in the end. Nice to see that I take a notice of the tracks. I did know it was Daytona, just because I kept messing around earlier calling it Detroit. Isn't that song about going to Detroit? I'm trying to find where I can post this rubbish for other people to watch. I'll get into the swing of it at the moment. It's just because I'm doing some IT, people, and I can't concentrate on two things at once. Here we go then. We'll look for the table. We'll have a look for standings in their Discord. It's the World Racing Community. It's round 3. We're at Daytona infield, and it's going to be a special one. It's going to be a 2-hour race this evening, so that is something to look forward to. I am excited about it. I really am. Standings. Here we go. Season 3 of the WRC GT Challenge, World Racing Community GT Challenge. So far in the table, in first place is Get Boosted UK on 54 points. In second place, we have Sinister with 38 points. Huge mountain to climb. Third place, we have Deacon Do, also on 38 points. We'll have a look at them in a minute. They're in some interesting cars. And I've got something interesting to tell you about Get Boosted if you've been following the season so far. In fourth, we have Racing Sim 6 with 24 points. In fifth, we have MJ in 23 points. Sixth, Mikey Boosh on 20 points. Garuda is 7th on 11 points. OSX Thunder is 8th on 11 points. Salty is 9th on 10 points. Is that right? That's after 3 rounds, is it? 2 rounds. Okay. Thought Salty would be higher as all. He's been in the Ferrari giving it some big balls. 10th JTR on 10 points. Adnap is 11th on 9 points. Slooshy 6 is 8 points in 12th. Salty, oh sorry, don't want to be in the pits, do we? Salty, hey, oh, how many Salties we got? There's 2 Salties. I didn't even notice Salty 1412 getting 10 points. And then we got Salty in 13th on 8 points. If they join together, they could be on 18 points. Matthew Studio 2 YouTube is on 7 points in 14th. 15th is TDR Autosport on 5 points. 16th is Woody on 0 points. And Virgil is 17th on 0 points. Sorry if I confused you there. I confused myself. Probably should have read that before I read it out. Right. So here we are. Yeah, 2-hour race. 60 odd laps, 65 or something like that. They're going to start qualifying virtually minutes away. We're virtually minutes away from a 10-minute qualifying session. Now, let me get you up to date with all the goss that we've missed out. Right, Get Boosted UK, who's travelling quite fastly in first place at the moment. He has changed cars. I mean, they change cars. They do Group 3, Group 4, then Group 3. Well, it's mixed up. But they're Group 3s today. But he, if you remember, was in the NSX old-fashioned one that's been added recently, the NSX 500 or something like that. So he's gone to the new NSX now. And so Get Boosted, that's what's going on with him. I can't see MJ. MJ's not come out the pits, so we can't see. I don't know if he's changing his Mustang or if he's going with it. It's 2 minutes till qualifying. OSX Thunder in the Jaguar, looking very, very sleek there under the floodlights of the Daytona. Adnap, I think he was in the BMW, if I remember rightly, after the last round. The Group 4 one was the Hello Kitty one. I'd love to see what he's got going on this time round. There's Salty, one of the Salties anyway. I don't know which Salty. I didn't know we had two Salties. But there's one of the Salties in the Ferrari, doing a superb job. Getting a penalty as well, just what you need. Then Pepe. I don't know if we've seen Pepe before. What's he driving? Merc. Pepe is it Pepe is in the Merc, looking very sleek in the black and green, wearing this year's colours here in America. And the other guys are not on. Ooh, finger licking good from Matthew Studio 2 YouTube, and he is, what's he in? I can't see from this end. Ooh, I'm going to see in a minute. It's a Toyota, and is it Supra? He's just parking up with Salty, it looks like there. OSX Thunder already parked in the Shag. Who else is out there? AXR Tick is out in the Pug. Well, that's looking very nice, isn't it? That's looking like it's dressed for business. I don't think there is any tyre standards or anything like that. It's what gets you round. I don't think there's any rules on the tyres. Possibly. Maybe I should read up. I would have told you if there were in one of the earlier streams. You know. Hey, someone's braving an Alpha there. The Canadian and Miko. Hey, loads of new names, isn't there? Missing. So JTR is there. MJ, Deacon Do, Get Boosted. The Corvettes, is that Deacon Do? Should do okay. I can't see. Where's is his room? Oh, we're up to 14 people here. This is great. It was only like 10 when I come here. Got in the room. Oh, we're resetting the lobby. Does that mean we're going to get booted? Okay. We'll see. We'll see if we suddenly disappear. It is a 2-hour race, so I can understand why they would want to reset just in case. GTC regulations. Here we go. Here we go. Balance performance will be on. Tyres are on ×3. Racing mediums and softs needed. There you go. That's the tool tyre reg. Fuel is at ×3. Competitors need to select one manufacturer for the entire season. Competitors need one Group 3 and one Group 4 car from the same brand as detailed above. No VGT and legend cars are allowed. Lap-based endurance racing, qualifying 10 minutes, exception for longer tracks. And races to run on Fridays, 7 o'clock lobby, but we started at 6. They had a 6 o'clock one, except Daytona says 6. And 8 o'clock qualifying, except for Daytona, which will be at 7. There we go. We're all up to scratch, guys. Oh, shoot. Have they started without me? The hell they will. Nice bit of advice up there then. Oh, I've got to put all that jargon up, I know. Yes, they still haven't sussed that out. Preferences, GT7. That's all you need, is to have a preference setting. There's Sinister. I wondered where he'd popped off to, but Sinister, we're sat on board with him at the moment. I'm assuming this is qualifying. No one's going out though. They only get 10 minutes, I think, unless it's not. Maybe it's just. Now we're good to go. They were just resetting the lobs. That's all. The lobs. Now qualifying will start. Well, that means I've got to do the settings again because they haven't got a preference setting. Oh, Bit of energy boost there. I don't know if they have any affiliation here at the World Racing Community, but I am proud sponsor of the Mutts Nuts energy drink, now available in 2 different flavours, sour and tangy. Yes, the scientists back at the laboratory, it's easy for you to say, they've been tinkering away, and they found out the reason dogs run around like absolute nutcases is always after they lick their testicles. So they've found a way of excreting what comes out of the Mutts Nuts and putting it into a drink for you, so you too can run around in the garden chasing your tail. But in all honesty, it fills you with energy. But so far, only 2 flavours available, sour and tangy. The Mutts Nuts. Get them available on dubious websites from China. But they sponsor us, so we've got to go with it. Right, qualifying started. This is why there should always be action going on, because the commentator goes on these random tangents and it's not good. So here they go, they're heading out. 10 minutes of qualifying here at Daytona on the infield to see where they're going to sit on the grid for the 2-hour race around here. And will it be in the dark all the way? I can't imagine it will. And we're going to find someone who's on the track. That is a horrible pit exit, isn't it? Look at that. That's going to be painful in the race. If they're doing close calls on the... Oh, my good golly gosh. I don't know if I've ever used the pit lane in Daytona. Is that it? That is mental. That's mental. Come on, you're not going to want to pit, are you? 2 hours of fuel saving there just to not go in that bloody pit lane, I reckon. So Sinistar, he's out there. Sinistar, he's out there. The American in the Dodge Viper, and he's looking at serious, bruv. Serious, isn't he? Matthew Studio YouTube in the... Oh, did I say it was a Toyota? I mean, it looks a bit beefy for a Toyota. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think... Does it come up there? Oh. Let's get boosted in his Honda. I know it's a Honda. That's fancy, MJ. What's that? That's still Ford, is it? Yes, he definitely gave up the Mustang for the GT, and why would you not? Look at that. Mine alive. Okay, guys, we're watching 2 hours of a Ford GT driving around Daytona. If you've got... Ooh, little cut there, I think. He may have got away with it. No, he did not. Mikey Bush, he is donning the McLaren, I believe. Yes, I think he is in the McLaren. That was... the Group 4 McLaren seemed a little woeful last round, so hopefully with a Group 3 power under his feet and hands, or whatever he drives on, he'll get something more out of it. They're all still on their outlap. We can just dawdle. AXR Tick in the Peugeot, making his way around. We're getting a good look at these cars now, aren't we? OSX Thunder, we saw earlier, was in the Shag, was he not? I believe he is. There he is. Oh, he's gone for the yellow lights here. Not as much illumination, and I'm guessing, but the floodlights are pretty good, isn't they? You can see everything, at least. They're not driving in the dark. JTR is in the house. The American is in... What was he? It was a... I haven't got a clue. I'm not even going to guess. I'm doing really badly with my cars, guys. Is that a Mazda? It's a Lexus. It's a Lexus, of course. Oh, yeah, it says on the back. Matthew. That's the car. I couldn't work out what it was. Maybe it's a Subaru Bruz. There's a Subaru Bruz in Group 3s? I ain't got a clue. I'm going to really cheat and sit on his rear derriere. Let's have a look. Not that one. Not that one. That one. That is Subaru, isn't it? I think it's the Bruz. The Breeze. I don't want to say for definite. So they're starting to put times in, surely, or they're on runs. So let's look at Sinistor as he gets to the line. And let's see what sort of times they're laying down here. He's got a 45, puts him on the board. Get Boosted is the next one to cross the line. Or has he already? No, not yet. There he goes, cutting the line with a 45, some half a second off. MJ in the GT. He's not going to be the next to cross the line, but he's going to be in the bunch. And Mikey Bush goes fourth. AXR Tick goes third. MJ. Oh, he got that lap taken off him. I don't think that counted. So Sinister on pole so far. Get Boosted second. Then 8 tenths further back is AXR Tick. He's in the Peugeot, remember? Miko, the Canadian, in the Alpha. It looks like he's been feeling up a wall somewhere. He's got a few scratches on the side of that car. He's fourth fastest so far. Mikey Bush in the McLaren, sitting in fifth place for the grid. Adnap is in sixth. Oh, mighty Beamer. Beautiful. Absolutely delicious. So Adnap getting out his BMW for us all to see. OSX Thunder in the Shag is 8th fastest so far. 9th is clever. He's got that with no name. I don't know what to call him. Unknown, I guess. We'll have to make a sound for him, like is 9th. Is 800ths off OSX Thunder. So we will oh, he's lost a bit of time though to his own time. So has got to try a little harder. It's ridiculous not having a name up there, isn't it? And then they're going to tell me afterwards it was just a bad net code and he has got a name. He's in the Mitsubishi, by the way, if you're wondering. 10th, we've got Salty in the Ferrari. 10th fastest person so far. Mikey Bush has gone faster again. We will check it out. JTR in a Lexus is 12th fastest so far. And MJ has set a time now. MJ in the... Oh, and Deacon Do wasn't there before in the Corvette. So Deacon Do now setting a time and putting himself on the grid. Mika just going third fastest. Is the fuel coming down? Yeah, but not really. It wouldn't make that much of a big difference. So the little Alpha driver, OSX Thunder in the Shag in 6th. Mikey Bush 7th in the McLaren. 8th for Matthew Studio to YouTube. Adnap 9th in the Beamer. JTR 10th so far. Where is he? Adnap is just starting laps. These are all just starting laps. So no one's near an end of a lap. Get Boosted, maybe. Get Boosted. Sinister. It's just gone fastest there. So Get Boosted. Chasing after the pole. He's up on his own time, but not Sinister's time. 6:10. Sinister making the Dodge Viper sing. Hallelujah. And Boosted so far dominating the championship. Might not get it all his own way. He'll be wishing he had that NSX 500 back, I'm sure. There is the dead sexy Beamer. Let's Get Boosted comes up towards the line. Has he found anything extra to pull out here? He's around that line, gone tight, and he's up on his own time, 4 tenths off. 4.5 tenths off of Sinister, who at the moment in the Dodge is making it sing. Mikey Bush goes faster, he's gone 6th. AXR Tick did go up to 3rd, but MJ just went across the line as well and took that away from him. Oh my God, I'm missing everyone crossing the line. Here we go, Miko. He's getting a lovely toe off the Mitsubishi of and yeah, Miko goes 3rd fastest with a slight little toe there, I think, from MJ. Oh, that GT looks absolutely saucy in the dark, doesn't it, eh? Pepe's gone faster. They're all shifting around now. How long have we got? 2 more minutes of qualifying. Let's do a quick shakedown, run through. Salty going faster as well. So Sinister is on pole. Alongside him is Get Boosted. Down on the 2nd row is Miko, and alongside him is MJ with the Ford. AXR Tick 5th fastest so far, but he just keeps going faster. OSX Thunder in the Shag is 6th, but he's going faster as well. Oh, shall we? Quick rundown. Deacon Do is 7th fastest. The Corvette we thought was going to be good here, but at the moment not showing up. The mighty Bush is 8th in the McLaren, and Knapp is 9th in his BMW. Matthew is 10th with JTR 11th. Salty in 12th. Is in 13th with Pepe is in 14th. But the battle we were watching here was AXR Tick, was it? OSX Thunder. He's only 2/10 behind AXR Tick. AXR Tick, ironically, Get Booster's gone faster, but not fast enough for pole yet. And it's who are we watching here? AXR Tick, who's getting a little toe off of someone there just ahead of him, I believe. He's not gone faster. OSX Thunder's looking for 2/10. Oh, he doesn't do it. Deacon Do all the way down in 7th, but he's 4/10 up now. This will jump him a long way. JTR's just gone faster. He's gone 9th behind mighty Mikey Bush as we watch Deacon Do here. Miko goes faster. He goes 3rd fastest of all. We'll go and have a look. I just want to see 6/10. Oh no, 6/10, but he's picked up a penalty. Will that just cancel his lap? I believe it does, doesn't it? Oh, poor Deacon Do. He's going for it. Pepe goes faster again, and they're all shuffling around here. And Salty 1-4, that is the Salty. So here we go. Sinister, he's just gone pole. He's up again, going to claim that pole. 4/10 so far on Get Boosted in 2nd. Miko is 3rd fastest in the Alpha ahead of the MJ. MJ's just crossing the line, but that was a long lap for MJ there. He's got another lap, has he? No, that's got to be over, hasn't it? He's not got a flag, but I think he's done. Here we go, the final lap is up here. AXR and OSX Thunder still duking it out. Deacon Do has only got this lap. Oh no, Deacon Do's done. Oh my word, he's starting in 7th. AXR Tick. Sinister goes faster again in a pole position. 4/10 up for AXR Tick. He's going to do a blinder here. He's really going to pull it off. So we'll stay with him, AXR Tick, as he hurdles towards the line. What can he do? Can he find... Oh, Mikey Bush. Mikey Bush right at the end, and they're all doing it. OSX Thunder as well. My word, all lining up behind that 3rd spot. OSX Thunder got it with AXR Tick in 5th. Mikey Bush jumped up but got pipped by the 2 ahead of him in 6th. MJ shuffled down to 7th, looking very strong early doors. Deacon Do 8th. That Corvette, we were expecting fireworks, and at the moment we just got a fizzler. JTR in the Lexus last minute, getting there into 9th place. 10th for Salty with 11th Adnat. Oh, is he still going round? Go on, Adnat. Oh, he's just done it. Adnat putting his... No, it was... Yeah, his fastest lap right at the very end. Gets himself ahead of Matthew Studio 2 YouTube, who's in the pits. Is in the pits. And so was someone else. Let's have a quick look at those results then. Sinister on pole. Get Boosted UK. 4.5 tenths. That's quite a deficit in this race. Over 2 hours. Miko in 3rd. He's going to be hoping that Viper is thirsty. Well, the Viper is thirsty, we know that. Miko in 3rd with OSX Thunder 4th. AXR Tick 5th. The Mikey Bush in 6th. MJ 7th. Deacon Do in 8th. With JTR starting 9th. Salty in 10th. Adnap 11th. Matthew Studios in 12th. Is starting in 13th. And Pepe in 14th. I do think he's called unknown, and I won't keep going out because that's going to get annoying after a while. So... Oh, we got 2 minutes. I didn't even have to rush through that, guys. Look at that. I'll have a sip of my Mutts Nuts. I'm drinking the tangy flavour. Oh yeah, it's the after hit. Really kicks in. Oh, you two could talk rubbish like me, please. Today, buy Mutts Nuts energy drink. It's the dog's bollocks. So this is the calm before the storm, people. We're just chillaxing, waiting for the cars to line themselves up. Don't forget, they've got to use racing mediums and racing softs. That pit lane looks like an absolute killer. 65 laps around Daytona. That's nothing to snort at. And I think that we're going to see a lot of short shifting. But that long, the two long bits of the oval, really, it's going to make it so you can't really fuel save all that well. It's a short infield. And I think the Alpha might be very good on fuel next to those around it. But I'm not sure about the NSX. I'm no expert on fuel consumptions. But, yeah, I think that's going to be a big part of this. I think how they drive their car, how thirsty their car is over a race this length, I think we're going to just see a high-speed chess game rather than your typical sprint going for it. So buckle in, people. We're going to have to get our calculator. I've got a calculator, actually. We can do the math as we go along, working out how many laps of fuel one has. A lot of A-class drivers there as well. Oof. Oof. That's a scary crowd, that is. The next race, I think, is going to be on Mars or something, their home planet. Possibly. Oh, I'm drinking a hot beverage at the moment, and it is going down a retreat. An absolute retreat, I tell thee. These drivers psyching themselves up. I think one of them, I could hear him on his Walkman as I walked past, listening to R. Kelly, psyching himself for the race ahead. And another one listening to Kenny G on his radio, getting into the mindset. And here we go then. Here we go. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, time to go. Come on, show me the view. What are you doing? And here we are then. Oh, I've got to quickly do this. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little heads. I'll get this all sorted out and squared away. It's a rolling start. Is it? Yeah, I think that's a rolling start. Oh, they'd miss the grids if it wasn't a rolling start, eh? So, hey, did AXR tick? Bang one in right at the very end that I missed. I would have got really... No, there's some weird netcode going on there. So Sinister is in second. I'm sure by the time they get to the... Second, he's in first. But I'm sure by the time they get to the first sector, that will work its way out. And we've got blue flags. This is a weird thing. A weird thing that's going on, but I'm just going to battle on anyway. There's a lot of hustle and bustle. Someone's had a small off. It's Deacon, is it? No? Oh, it may have been Deacon. Having an early off there, Adnap having a look up the inside there. Sinister then leads this race ahead of Get Boosted and already pulling out nearly a second in the first few corners. Miko staying with them. And I said it wasn't going to be a sprint, but it definitely looks like a sprint to me. OSX Thunder up into fourth. Tick is in fifth with the mighty Mikey Boosh, all up and in his busyness, looking for a way past already. Sat on board with Mikey Bush as we go through the absolute bitch of a corner. It takes forever to put the accelerator back down, and you can see the field ahead of us with MJ right there just behind. This is going to be tasty, I tell thee. So Mikey Bush in sixth with the Ford GT chasing him down. Oh, it's close here. Where's the closeness? Someone's making a move here. Is that Miko on Get Boosted? It is Miko getting a lovely tow. He started on the medium tyre. So has Boosted. They've all, looks like most of them have started on the medium tyre, but Miko there is he absolutely pulled a blinder in the tow there. And Get Boosted, is he already fuel mapping? Possibly. Get Boosted fuel mapping, losing positions early doors while Sinister runs and hides. And he's going with that. Let's just burn all the fuel in this first stint and then see where we are at the pit stops. Miko up to second spot then, and Thunder moving up to third as Get Boosted. Not acquainted with the car, maybe, possibly. Struggling. And the Peugeot is through. Peugeot up to fourth. Get Boosted now slipping down the field. Is he being very clever? We wonder. Possibly. And Mikey Boosh then chasing him down in the McLaren. next to cross his field. Mikey Bush has gone for the soft tyre. Get Boosters on the mediums, and AXR Tick is on the softs as well, and he's closing in on the Jag, who also went for soft tyres. And Miko's on the mediums though. Miko doing an astounding job, but look at Deacon Do, or Sinister, sorry, already 1.5 seconds ahead, as looks like Thunder, ooh, has just got by Miko there. Miko's going to grab a tow, but he's also giving AXR TICC a tow also. And it's towing all the way around here. Everyone's tow buddies. Get Boosted down into 5th place. It's the Peugeot looking like he wants to get a move done on Miko. Maybe not. Miko looking like he wants to move at... Oh, here we go. Here's the move. AXR going high. He's going high. He's going high. And Miko making it very difficult for him. He's not going by. You've got to get back in the tow, ain't you? It wasn't enough. Looks like the Alpha all good on horsepower there, and AXR grabbing another slight tow to try and slingshot by the Alpha. They're side by side going into the braking zone, but the Alpha's in a better position, I'd say. And Miko then stays in 3rd place. And oh no, Thunder, was that Thunder going wide? No, sorry, optical illusion. It was just the way he was going around the corner. Sinister at the moment, though, leads this race. 3 laps done out of 65 as Thunder chases. Miko's on him. Whoa, Miko! He's had a bad one there, has Miko. Unfortunately for Miko, what an absolute shame. He was driving like the legend that he is for the 3 laps that he did. Sinister then leads from OSX Thunder. Now we have AXR Tick up and into 3rd. Mikey Bush into 4th in the McLaren. MJ now in 5th with Get Boosted down to 6th. He's dropping like an absolute stone. And we've got to hope that it's down to fuel. It is. Look, he's got so much more fuel than MJ, and he's getting the tow, and he's got the fastest lap. So maybe only... oh no, that's MJ's got the fastest lap, sorry. Yes, so Get Boosted, I think, is a fuel saving. Mikey Bush, he's pushing on. And the AXR Tick, as it's all relative, they're all about the same, 1/4 of a tank of fuel, except for Get Boosted, who has a little bit more than that. Deacon Do as well, as they're getting through their fuel. Matthew Studio, look at him, he was near the back. He's up to 8th already. So Matthew Studio in those soft tyres, absolutely pulverising it. I should have looked at what car he was in, shouldn't I? Adnap in the BMW in 9th, ahead of JTR. JTR having that late fluttering qualifying, getting him higher up the grid, has found himself down in 10th with Adnap. But are these two buddied up? Is he giving him a bump draft there? No, he's going for the move there, but is it on? Is it on? He needs Adnap to run wide, and Adnap is not running wide there, but Matthew looked like, yeah, so is with the car in front, looks like they're always going off. JTR under pressure from Miko. Miko having a look up the inside. Is it going to be... no, he got it done. He got it done. The distance for the camera is way too far, though, so it's hard to know how clean it was. He looked like he was going in there late, but they both stayed on the track, so it can't have been that bad. As JTR now setting chase for the Alpha. Unknown in 12th place there, looking rather sleek in the Mitsubishi. I love the Mitsi, I've got to say. Ooh, he's come across Adnap real... Oh no, Adnap's had a spin. He reared him. He's carried on. So Unknown has carried on, but he definitely looked like he made contact with Adnap there. Up the reary dairy air. Salty in 13th. Is he playing the long game with the fuel? Try not to push too hard. And Pip in the Merc. And the Merc is the Group 3 Merc. I don't know actually about the Group 3 Merc. Group 4 Merc, pretty slow. But he's down in 14th at the moment. So what's Sinister doing? Sinister, is he now fuel saving? He's not, is he? He's still going as fast, but OSX Thunder is absolutely nailing it out there. But he's burning through fuel. Is OSX Thunder? He's decided to just gun it. He doesn't care. He says, no, I'm going for it. Screw it. The oil prices at Daytona aren't that expensive anyway. So OSX Thunder all over the rear derriere of Sinister, having a look at the inside. Sinister trying to run his race and stay on his line as OSX Thunder makes life rather tricky for him. On board with OSX Thunder, we've got AXR Tick just behind us. I don't think it's Tick, I think it's AXR TICC. I can't say all that. So can I just call him Axeman? The Axeman. So OSX Thunder, I don't even want to keep saying OSX Thunder in offer, OSX, to tell you the truth. Thunder would do, wouldn't it? You know who I'm talking about. On board with Thunder. Trying it out, it seems alright. It's the fastest man, but no. Looks like the Viper has picked up the pace somewhat and has pulled out a small gap to the Jaguar. Axeman in the Peugeot. He's going faster, but he's dropped about 1.6 seconds. I don't think he's getting the toe now. I think it's about 8/10 to get the toe, but I may be talking Horlicks. I don't know. Mikey Boosh up to 4th. What a race. What a drive. What a drive. MJ up to 5th as well. Doing well in the Ford. We should be keeping an eye on fuel. Mikey Bush is okay with about similar to Axe. Thunder is burning through. Oh, he's back on the tail of Sinister, and Thunder wants the lead. If Lightning McQueen brings the lightning, he thought he had an open door in front of him, but then he had a closed Dodge Viper right in front of him. So Sinister just keeping it simple at the moment, driving her steady, not getting flustered, not letting Thunder push him along, and all of this with this brings Axeman back into play here. Axeman closing in on the Thunder. And the Dodge Viper will not be shaken. Look at him. No, he says, you shall not pass. He is like the Gandalf of the world racing community. That's who this is that you are watching. Get in their Discord. They're on Facebook. Join them. Join them. So Sinister at the moment holding ground against Thunder, but Thunder is giving it his all, throwing everything at the American to try and get by, and he's going for it now in the Jaguar, but side by side, a lot of trust there for Sinister, and Sinister lets him go and says, I care about my fuel more than track position, I'm guessing. But the Shag is through now, and Sinister, maybe he does care about track position. He's coming back at him. The fuel isn't really that big of a difference between the two of them, and it's Get Boosted's dropped behind Deacon Do as well now. So it's Deacon Get Boosted really is, I think, fuel saving in this race. It's going to show when we get to the pit stops, but at the moment Thunder and Sinister fighting each other, burning fuel needlessly really. And Sinister pulling out of the toe, maybe just wants to cruise along, doesn't really want to get into this, does want to save some fuel. Axeman in the Alpha giving it big ones with Mikey Boosh under pressure from MJ. MJ's decided to drop the hammer. Fuel is around about half a tank for all of these guys, not really anything in it. So I'm saying Sinister's trying to save fuel, but no, I think the Shag, it's on the soft tyres, remember, so maybe the medium tyres graining a little at the moment, not giving up the best they could. And it's the soft tyres is the tyre to be on right now, it seems. Again with Axe, he's on them softs. Mikey Boosh on the softs. There's somebody at the door. MJ, he's on the mediums, but he's doing better as well. So that means I just made that up, and none of it's true, because MJ's doing fine on the medium tyres at the moment, and Mikey Boosh under a little bit of pressure. Deacon Do, half a tank of fuel. Yeah, it seems up and down the field. Miko has made his way up to 7th ahead of Get Boosted. Get Boosted's got he's about, Get Boosted's probably saved the most out of everyone, but is it going to be worth it? Look, judging by the length of the pit lane. So what's that? Was that Mikey Boosh being overtaken? I apologise. Mikey Boosh just got overtaken by MJ there, so we'll have a look. MJ lining him up absolutely sweetly. Going for the move. Textbook. Look at it. Around the outside. Oh, and cuts in beautifully before the apex corner. Great stuff there from MJ. Moves him up and into 4th place. Fantastic. We're on lap 8 of 65. Still a long way to go for these guys. Thunder still leads from Sinister. Sinister all up and in his absolute busyness. Look at it. Nip and tuck between these two. Fuel is pretty much similar. Sinister's on the mediums. Thunder's on the softs. Other than that, so great battle we're having there for 1st and 2nd, and 3rd place not too far behind them either. 3rd place putting his fastest lap of the race so far last time around, and he's only 8/10 behind the battle ahead of him. And the fuel is very similar. Oh, the Dodge getting a good drive out of that corner and retakes the lead away from Thunder. They are swapping every other lap, it seems. Thunder, though, not giving up on the position. He's right there in his toe. Oof. How close do you want to get? Look at that. That is beautiful. Well, I say the brakes. It's a little dab of the brakes. And oh my, Axe is in now. Axe is definitely part of the action. And Thunder is in all sorts of trouble. Then we have Mikey Boosh in 4th, back ahead of MJ, but Mikey Boosh just picked up a penalty. Oh, poor Mikey Boosh. And that means MJ is easily going to get by him. Easily. Deacon do there, enjoying the racing ahead of him. The Corvette not looking especially special today. And maybe when the fuel gets a bit lighter, we'll see. Deacon do does get past Mikey Boosh. Lost 2 positions there for some reason. I'm sorry, Mikey. Sorry to do this. Oh, it's the penalty. Sorry. So yeah, that was Mikey. He had to pay the piper, and now he's down in 6th from 4th, and that is painful for the McLaren driver to take. 7th then is Miko on his resurrection, on his comeback, his Phoenix from the Flames moment. He was running in 3rd, and then we saw him in the hairpin, absolutely spinning out of control. And he's been fighting back ever since. Probably not how he wanted his race to go, the Canadian, though. Staying with it. Get boosted in 8th. Oh, it's not. It's fuel saving. He's fuel saving, but what? For 2 extra laps? I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what he can get out of it. He must be into Dungeons and Dragons, because he's got dragons all over his car. So I think he's a big D&D fan. Matthew Studio to YouTube. I keep meaning to search for him on YouTube, see what it's all about. But he's in 9th at the moment. Is that the old NSX? I have no idea what that car is. I'm telling you, I do not know. If I do this, that doesn't help. Right, I'm going to cheat. Sorry. No one needs this, do they? It was a Subaru Breeze. I thought it was. Sorry, guys. I said it was a Subaru. I knew it was a Subaru all along. I was just playing. So, Matthew said, oh, is that someone off? Or is that just a different part of the track? I think that was a different part of the track. We've not been looking down here too much. JTR, he's got himself back ahead of Adnab. He's doing good times, though. Tyres are looking fine. It might be because it's dark. Oh, but JTR saving a lot more fuel in the Lexus than Adnap has done. Salty, we've seen him past having problems with that Ferrari's tyres. And at the moment, he's 6 seconds off of Adnab. And he's 8 seconds ahead of Unknown, who is 49 seconds ahead of Pepe. Is that Sushi 6? That might be Sushi 6, you know. I keep calling him Pepe. But the last time I did this with him in it, I did it as online. Yeah, it's Slushy 6, sorry. It's Slushy 6, not Peppy. But we'll use both names, what the hell. We're happy to say whatever, I'll call him whatever he wants to be called. But that's Slushy 6 from round 1, back again. Maybe he doesn't do the Group 4s, he only does Group 1 cars. Sinister at the moment, he's a second ahead of AXR. Thunder has dropped back into 3rd place now. And Thunder's tyres are starting to look a little used. The mediums still rather pleasant. And Axe's tyres, the Peugeot, are still quite, I don't know, the rear end of it. Looking at the rear right, that doesn't look fun, that rear right. But Thunder's is probably a little bit better than that at the moment. But Axe is absolutely on a push. It's down to his last quarter of a tank of fuel, where they're all getting into the quarter of a tank of fuel situation. We're on lap 11 of 65. MJ only 2.8 seconds off of these guys. He's used a bit more fuel than the guys ahead of him. Deacon Do, he's doing all right. He's doing better than MJ on the fuel at this current time. And then the Mikey Boosh, he's doing okay on fuel. He nearly dropped the car there, but he picked it up quite nicely. So Mikey Boosh on a push in 6th place at the moment, but we know he has the pace. He was up there in 4th, holding the ground. Miko on an absolute push to come back into this race. He's not messing around. So that's Miko in 7th, Get Boosted in 8th. Get Boosted, is it going to work for him? I tell you what though, it is, isn't it? He's got a lot more fuel than the guys around him. He might be sitting in 8th, but he might know what he's doing. 16.5 seconds off of the leader. And we saw how tragic that pit lane can be as we watch them coming out. I might watch someone going around. He's just started a lap. I want someone who hasn't started a lap yet. We'll go into JTR. Shoom. Oh yeah, we're right on the back tail of Adnab. Looks like he's giving him a little shove there. As they come around the first corner, another little tap up the rear of the Beamer, just to say, come on, me and you together. We'll catch up Matthew Studio. Lap 12 of 65. Fuel is good for JTR in the Lexus. He's doing good on fuel. Oh, that is wild, isn't it? She's a wild one, is the Lexus. She's lively, that's for sure. She was lighting up there as they come down onto the brakes here, around here to the right. 4/10 behind Adnab at the moment. It looks less, doesn't it, on the track? And just ahead of them, they can see Matthew, and it's every corner the Lexus wants to kill JTR at the looks of it. As they bring it around on to the oval. Watch for the dunk. And then floor that bad boy all the way. Keeping the toe of Adnab. And the fuel's looking good for JTR. I wonder when the first round of pit stops, what, about lap 18, do we think? They're pitting around lap 18. That's a few pit stops, isn't it? Probably about 3 pit stops, I guess. And they've got to use the mediums. Some of them are already using the mediums, but don't forget those. There we go, OSX Thunder. As we talk about it, into the pits. Is he the only one? The problem is that pit lane is an absolute killer. So no, someone else as well. MJ, he needed fuel. So OSX and MJ, how are the other guys up there? Deacon Do, he's just started flashing. AX is flashing. Sinister, not flashing yet. Mikey Boosh, he's all right, you know. He can go a lap longer than some of those guys in 4th. Miko, he's flashing, his fuel is flashing. He'll be in the next lap, I imagine. Get Boosted, still a quarter of a tank, but let's see. Matthew, 7th, he's flashing as well. Adnap, who pitted then? It was MJ and Thunder. MJ's out already. Oh, MJ hasn't changed his tyres. Thunder looks like he has. And he's dropped back a little bit. So MJ not changing his tyres and getting a jump on Thunder there. Interesting. MJ then. It's going to be tough though. Those tyres will go before the end of this next stint. 13. I mean, the next pit stop will be about lap 26. Oh, Jesus! Every 13 laps, that's a fair whack of pit stops to be made in this race. Sinister, he's flashing. He's going to be coming in soon. Oh no! AXR somehow picking up a second penalty, a 1 second penalty. Deacon Do there, up to third now with all that fuel saving. Mikey Boosh, remember, he's only behind Deacon Do because of the penalty. He's gone long as well. They're on a similar strategy. So AXR's in. Oh, did Mikey Boosh have a penalty then? I don't know. I thought I saw something flashing up. So those three. Sinister stayed out. Miko also in. So Get Boosted. Is he going to jump all of them? And he's still some 21 seconds behind Sinister. But Sinister will be pitting very soon. And Get Boosted, we are sure, will not be. Interesting. So JTR still not pitting. And he's still got plenty of fuel as well. Get Boosted and JTR on a similar pattern there and doing fantastically. Sinister, we are sure he's going to be in at the end of this lap. And Get Boosted should take the lead of this race with JTR. And how long can they go? MJ then, he's jumped them all. Even AXR, he was behind, he was ahead of Axe. Oh, I can't remember where he was. Thunder as well. So around about that place. But MJ not changing his tyres. And he's jumped Axe as well as Thunder. And I don't know if he's jumped Deacon Do. He's made his pit stop though. Soft tyres. Very close to Thunder now. Very close. It's put him right in it. And Mikey Boosh, for some reasons, missed out the most there out of all the pits. Another position, I think, down. He was a couple. And so as Miko, so that's the early pit stoppers. Jump in, Adnab, he's made his pit stop now, and he's made the move on Matthew. He's just getting used to the new cold tyres in the breeze. Sinister's in, unknown, he hasn't pitted yet. He's running in 12, Salty's pitted, put some softs on, and Slushy 6. He's pitted, put some mediums on. So Sinister's in, and that will be an easy pick up the lead for Get Boosted. And he's still got a few laps left in that. This is going to be fruity come the end of this race. Anything could happen. JTR, surely he's not going to go up into second, is he? Possibly. Oh, I don't know. Sinister, he's fueling. No, they've just taken the tyres off. He is fueling up now. As JTR goes up into no, Sinister's there, coming out of the pits. He's just about to beat JTR. So close call there from the pit crew, but Sinister, they get the Dodge Viper back out, back on the road. He didn't change his tyres, very much like MJ. And JTR not pitting yet, and MJ just there. That Ford looks absolutely delicious. And Axe then in the Peugeot in 5th. Deacon Do is 6th with Thunder in 7th. Mikey Boosh in 8th. And Miko in 9th. 15 laps in, ladies and gents. Nearly half an hour of the race run. And the field is still pretty much together. Unbelievable stuff. Adnap in 10th. He's trying to drop Matthew YouTube there. He's not doing too bad a job of that as well. Who was racing with these guys? There was another one, wasn't there? Ooh, the Mitsubishi getting Larry on unknown. And there we see Salty catching him up and getting by on the brand new soft tyres. And he's wanting to get on his way as he comes across the car that has not pitted yet. And Slushy 6 has pitted. So he might be ahead of the Mitsubishi when the Mitsubishi pits. We'll see. Get Boosted then. His fuel's not flashing just yet. Sinister 6.8 seconds behind him. And these guys have decided to engage in a high-speed game of chess. And this is going to be you're gonna have a headache by the end of this race trying to work out the pits strategy and everything. So I suppose Get Boosted is just trying to cut out a pit stop, and can he do it? He's gone a couple of laps longer, two laps longer than Sinister. And JTR as well, still not pitting just yet. I'll have a little slip of orange juice that came with my KFC meal that I had just before. Needed substance. 2-hour race, it's got to be a KFC, isn't it? Fillet tower box meal, thank you, with gravy. So JTR's fuel is flashing now. We are assuming he's going to be into the pits, and MJ will take up the 3rd spot in the pack. From this point onwards, we would think, where is the pit lane? Oh, we're a bit away yet. Give him a chance. Look at that nice long view there of the Lexus. Having an absolute solid race at the moment, you've got to say. Save fuel like a champ. And Get Boosted. He's flashing now. Is he going to come in or try and push it for one more lap? And Sinister will retake the lead. MJ, I'll put him up into 2nd then, won't it? Interesting. So Get Boosted is continuing on for another lap, and JTR brings it into the pit lane. So MJ moves up into 3rd, and everyone will shuffle up. Where will JTR come out? That's who he was racing, wasn't it? That's who I was trying to work out. Adnab and Matthew, that's who they're aiming for. On board with the no, that's not on board. That's on board. Oh, and Matthew's picked up a small penalty there. JTR, this is who they're racing on track, who's in the pit lane at the moment, as they make their way around. Sinister is still following Get Boosted. Oh, that was the penalty, sorry. I thought, what's gone on there? JTR still not out. He's filling up with fuel now as they come around the straight, and I think they're easily going to get by him. He's still filling up. He's not moving yet as they come to the pit exit. And yes, JTR, no, hang on. No, JTR's there. JTR is there. He's rejoined the battle between Adnap and Matthew. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely crack-a-lacking. So Adnap 9th, JTR 10th, and Matthew in 11th. And racing resumes, boys. JTR did change his tyres. Adnab, he's got fresh tyres as well. And Matthew also fresh tyres. All 3 of them battling away with the fresh tyres. And I want to pull away because Get Boosted's going to be coming in the pits soon. But I cannot pull away. Whoa. With JTR having a good old wiggle ahead of us. We witnessed it. We sprayed our faces silver and witnessed it. So Get Boosted is in the pits. That puts Sinister. He'd already gained a second on Get Boosted. Just driving around behind him. Lap 18, MJ will move up into 2nd, but already using half a tank of fuel. Sinister's on 3/4 of a tank of fuel. And AXR on 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So MJ absolutely burning through the fuel. But he does not care because he's in 2nd spot at the moment and holding ground. Beautiful. Get Boosted is going to come out where? With Adnap? Yes, it looks like with Adnap, JTR and Matthew somewhere around there. He's not moving yet as Adnap comes around in the Beamer. JTR in 10th, Matthew in 11th. Get Boosted still not moving. Salty has left. Oh no, Salty, we've lost Salty. He DQ'd. And where's oh, Get Boosted is out. He's out healthily ahead. Wow. They were in a totally different part of the track that I thought. No, it's not 12 seconds, surely. Oh no, he's 9 seconds ahead of Adnam. Oh well. Thought it was tighter than that. So we lost Salty, and that puts unknown. What's his username? So I've got a feeling I know they've been in one of these races before. Sorry for putting all this crap up all the time. No, it's not that. Sorry. Online ID. a normal GT86. I'm not sure. I think I prefer it as being blank. It's quite nice. So he's in 12th, a normal. He's picked up a penalty though, but he's nearly a minute ahead of Slushy 6, who's now in 13th with Salty having to leave. How long have we been racing for? 32 minutes. Sinister leads then 8 seconds from MJ, who's 3 seconds ahead of Deacon Do, but Deacon Do's fuel and tyres are in a lot better position. MJ's tyres absolutely starting to roast themselves at the back there. And AXR TICC is hunting himself down a Deacon Do. Behind him, Miko on his comeback, and there we go. Thunder and Mikey Boosh having an absolute blinder, with Miko just ahead of it. Oh, Miko, again, that corner is not Miko's friend. Nearly dropping the Alpha again on the exit, and that gives Mikey Bush the opportunity to rinse right up to the back of the Alpha and knock that door. And Thunder also fancying it in the shag, wants to get by, and it's all looking rather jerky out there. Hopefully it's not so bad for them. So Miko up into 5th now so far. Half a tank of fuel. Mikey Boosh in the McLaren on half a tank of fuel just behind him, and Thunder similar for these three. Get boosted on a totally different strategy. It's interesting. Adnab in a race with JTR. It looks like he's pulled away though. JTR and Matthew dropping back from Adnab. Adnab pulling away in the Bilstein BMW, and he's still got the Hello Kitty on the roof. Sinister then 9 seconds ahead of MJ. MJ, is he fuel saving now? It looks like that fuel hasn't shifted much, but the tyres are concerning as Deacon Do does draw in ever closer with his tyres looking splendid. And the Corvette was very quiet in the first stint of this race, but since the pit stops it's ascended to new heights as the Corvette under Deacon Do's control. So Deacon Do at the moment chasing down the Ford GT and is looking for a scalp. Oof. The MJ, you can see, is struggling with grip there. You can tell he was sliding around there, and Deacon Do is going to just get closer and closer and closer until he absolutely sacrifices the Ford GT here in the toe. The grip coming out the corners is going to be all the difference. The Ford GT sparking as the floor pan slices up against the tarmac, the asphalt of Daytona. I still want to say Detroit. And Deacon Do then, all he can do is push on and try and catch up the Ford. And meanwhile, Sinister just maintaining at the moment, 10 seconds ahead of this battle between MJ and Deacon Do. Axeman, he's some 4 seconds behind them, just maintaining a consistent 47s. He did drop into the 49s for one of those laps. Mika though, Miko is heading that way. The laps are all over the shop with some of these, isn't it? 46, 45, 45, 47, back into the 46s, but it was in 49 before that. Oh, we saw him have that big moment in the hairpin. He has pulled away from Thunder, who's got past Mikey Boosh, but Thunder, it looks like he's expelling a little bit more gasoline than Mikey Boosh. Mikey Boosh going for a bit of a save and get boosted. He's going for the long game here, and we'll see where that puts him out come near the end of the race. In 9th is Adnab. Now it seems like was he not in 10th? We lost someone again. No. So 9th for Adnab. He's pulled away from that battle. Oh, Matthew's got by as well. Matthew Matthew getting by JTR, but JTR, remember, in a different strategy. Probably didn't want that pace, said that pace is too rich for me. I am saving. Then the Mitsubishi of Unknown is racing in 12th. He's nearly a minute behind JTR now, and a minute or so ahead of Pep, or Slushy 6. Sinister 11 seconds ahead of MJ. I cannot believe Deacon Do has not got by him yet. It's got to be any time soon, hasn't it? This Deacon Do now easing off and just using the toe of the Ford GT. Thunder's the fastest man on track with a 45.6. XR behind these guys. 3.5 seconds, but he's going to have his hands full of a Alfa Romeo soon, I believe. Just sat on board with Deacon. See how he handles the Ford GT over the next lap or two. Ford, absolutely stunning car, beautiful to look at, and just no grip, absolutely no grip there for MJ. His tyres are spent, and that was rather easy for Deacon Do with all of that grip that he had, that he's got. Medium tyres on Sinister. I don't think he changed his tyres at his last pit stop either, so he might be struggling with that rear right hand tyre. He can do them up and into second so far. His qualifying wasn't too hot, but he has chipped and chipped away at it. And now he's found himself up and into second place. MJ, the tyres are not good for MJ right now, and he's going to be looking at that 3 seconds to Axe, who's on a fresher set of tyres and slightly better fuel. But Axe has got his own nightmare at the moment, because he's got an Alfa Romeo hunting him down, a 45.7 last time from Miko. The Canadian is showing some good stuff right now. And yes, AXR is going to have his hands rateful pretty soon, I think. So he braked late, did the Peugeot. Is he off? He is. He looked like he braked extremely late there. It did look late because he just shot forward, but he's back ahead. What's going on? Oh, Miko's off. Oh no, oh, it's just a bit of lag. There's the XR. Right, dare I do this with all that lag? Here we go. So here we go with the Peugeot. And he's got Miko there having a look. I don't know, I don't think. Oh yeah, it's just someone's moaned at Miko's lag. Miko goes through there and then it just all went real laggy. There we go. Bing, 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 bing. So Miko doing his impression of a pinball, and it looked great. Is that the end of the replay? Come on, please come back to the race. There we go. Oh, and Miko's back ahead. Oh, so during the replay, Miko somehow got past Axe. How did Thunder see that lag? All the way back there. Thunder saw that lag. And Mikey Bush back through on the Thunder. And look at this. It's all very close. From 4th, 5th, 6th. And they're catching up MJ as well. He's only 2.7 seconds ahead. And he is praying that that rear right tyre does not explode and kill itself, because that's going to put him in a very awkward position with the rest of the field hunting him down from behind, absolutely hounding him. 4th then, Miko. He's having some lag spikes, but holding it in there, and AXR having trouble now from Mikey Bush. No, who's up? Oh, he's just put a lap on unknown. Sorry, I thought that was Mikey Bush right up his jacksie, but it's not. So he's maintaining a good distance from Mikey Boosh. That was me being alarmist for no reason. But Mikey Boosh has got the thunder. He is getting the thunder treatment, ladies and gents. And thunder is not giving him a second's break as they chase him down. Further down then, Boosted, we know, is on his major fuel save at the moment, and he's just coming up to just under 3/4 of a tank. Adnab, he's on a quarter of a tank, but he's 11 seconds ahead of Matt, who is now only 7/10 ahead of JTR. JTR just fiddling around behind Matthew Studio to YouTube. Oh, I thought they were going wide then, but no, staying with it. Plenty of fighting on the track, and we saw Unknown just getting lapped, and Slushy 6, oh Pepe, is just getting Deacon Do going by. So Sinister leads 8.5 seconds from Deacon Do. Fuel is similar from the two of them, so let's see, has Deacon Do got a plan to close in? MJ does pit his fuel. He got the tyres there though, didn't he? It was the fuel in the end. So that's Miko back up into third after 10 odd laps trying to get back up there again. So Miko, the Canadian, has dragged his little derriere back up and into third spot. Some other pit stoppers there. Thunder's gone in as well. I think he pitted around the same time as MJ that last time out. So XR still poodling around in fourth. Mikey Boosh in fifth. Get Boosted without his he's going to try and do a pit stop less than the rest of the field, it seems, is now in sixth. We've got to look back to ninth. Adnap's gone in as well. So JTR, we know he's going on long stints here. He's got half a tank of fuel. He's just going to drive past them all in the pits, is he? No, MJ's out ahead of him, it seems. MJ managing to get out ahead, and maybe Thunder as well. There's JTR. No, JTR's got ahead of Thunder, but MJ 11 seconds. No way. Yeah, possibly way bro. So JTR, Thunder back racing again with Matthew Studio there. His tyres are absolutely sublime, but the fuel is getting low, and Adnab in 11th, not pitting. Oh wow, has anyone got a headache? Is this giving anyone a headache? It's hard to keep track of, isn't it? So Sinister is your leader at the moment, but Deacon Do is trying to close that lead down because he wants to be closer to him, as they're on similar fuel. I think Deacon's used a bit more now. Deacon's starting to burn through that fuel now. I think he's released the horses in the Corvette, and he's hunting himself a Dodge Viper. It really is a battle of the Yanks here at the front, with the Dodge and the Corvette duking it out, and the Ford GT pops in every now and then to say hello. But Deacon Do then, and the battle with Sinister and Deacon Do fighting each other, but the real threat is probably sitting in sixth right now on half a tank of fuel, just having a granny drive, just driving very short stops, short changes. You can see barely going purple is the rev limiter, and he's some 16 seconds ahead of MJ. MJ coming out of the pits, we saw in 7th now. There's a few to pit ahead of him. He's put some fresh tyres on. He tried to double stint those. He did double stint his last set of tyres. This time he's put the tyres on. Thunder was racing him earlier in this race, but he's got himself ahead of JTR. Anyway, JTR though, I think, is looking after fuel. Doesn't want to get tied into these races with these guys. Rather sit behind them and grab a tow. And I think we might sit on board with the Lexus and just enjoy the engine sounds for a minute or so. Oh, don't drop it. I want to watch Thunder as well as you. They're all making their way into the pits now, as I was having a little break. So let's have a look then. Sinister still out there. Oh no, not that camera angle. Sinister, his fuel is flashing. Get Boosted's moved his way up again as Deacon Do into the pits, and Mikey Boosh is into the pits, and Miko already pitting before them. Sorry guys. Integral time to just disappear away from the mic, I suppose. So Deacon Do gets out ahead of Miko. Excuse me. I needed to get some paracetamol, in all fairness. My head was thumping. I was trying to commentate through a bit of a thump of my head, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a moment of quiet. Nam a couple of paras down. Paratroopers. I'm going to gob off a couple of paratroopers, and I'm sure that'll make me feel better. So, Dodge, Viper, Sinister leading, but he's got to come into the pits, get boosted, half a tank of fuel. Really, it's unknown what is going to happen between these two. I honestly don't know who's on the better strategy here. It seems, I don't know. I don't want to call it. I really don't want to call it. I'm going to be as surprised as you guys are at the end of this. Deacon Do then. Can he close the gap? He was about 7.5 seconds behind Sinister when he pitted. He's got the extra lap on the fresher tyres to Sinister. Sinister's on some really old tyres as well going around. His lap time's 47s. Get Boosted. He's doing the 47s as well, so not losing much time to Sinister. As Sinister now, he's there getting his tyres changed, fueling up as Get Boosted comes around past him. And that's Get Boosted then gets into the lead. Deacon Do is still some way. No, he's gone past the finish line. Sinister, though, is on his way out ahead of Get Boosted. Oh, they're all going to meet at the same time. Get Boosted and Sinister are in the corner together. Oh, my word. Get Boosted fighting with Sinister. And Sinister, he's fine with that, I guess. He hasn't even fully fueled up. How odd. So Get Boosted. Maybe he was watching the map and he just wanted to get out before Get Boosted. But yeah, Sinister not fueling right to the top. And Get Boosted there, he hasn't pitted yet, but he's got a good sort of healthy, I don't know, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel left. And we know he can make that last quite a while. Deacon Do 6.8 seconds, so he did close up on Sinister very slightly. Very slightly. Miko, I think Deacon Do as well, if you want to watch it from a racer's angle. He streams on the Twitch, and so you can look at his race. I don't know if he's part of the chat. No, he says he doesn't go in the chat. They've got a chat. I don't know if they've got their mics to allow on public, or I would sort of try and invade their chat at the end of the race, but... So, I bet they're all drained anyway, and the last thing they want to do is talk to some stranger they hardly know. So, Sinister then leads with Get Boosted. Sinister did get back past Get Boosted, sorry, but Get Boosted, he's fuel saving. He's not going to want to race Sinister on that level at this point of the race, I imagine. We're not even halfway yet. We're not even halfway through this race, so Get Boosted not wanting to push too much at this point and ruin everything. Deacon Do was put a lap on unknown or Miko, our favourite little alpha driver, 3.6 seconds behind Deacon, so he's in this fight, you know. They're all in this fight at the moment. MJ, oh, AXR right on the tail end of MJ at the moment, and the Ford having to battle. Ford having to scamper here, defend. He's on the medium tyres, half a tank of fuel against the 3/4 of a tank of fuel, soft tyres for the PUG. The Pug is giving it large, and he's on the better tyre than the Ford GT. Can he get the move done out of this corner? He'll have better traction going in. Oh, a little nudge on the rear quarter. Nothing MJ could not handle, though. And both drivers survive side by side out of the corner. And it's AXR, the Pug, in the next break. Oh, and MJ comes down for a little toe. He fancies a toe at the moment to get by again, but the medium tyres are just no battle for the soft-tyred Pug. As soon as they get to the braking zone, I think the Peugeot's just going to... There you go. MJ pushing. Look at the power of the Ford coming out of the corner. And MJ back in the driving seat there on the attack to the Peugeot. The Peugeot then just a sitting duck at the moment as the toe does what it does. I think there was a bump there. Little bump draft. And a flash of the lights from MJ to say hello. Welcome to the club, bro. I don't know. I haven't noticed AXR racing or a Peugeot in the other 2 rounds, so I don't know if he's new, but he's just gone a little wide. Oh no, he's not. It's such a weird angle there, side by side through that for the 2 drivers. Beautiful stuff, but MJ is ahead of the Peugeot. Here we go. And the Peugeot on it again. Oh no, Slushy 6 has left. So Slushy 6 has gone, and AXR making a move on MJ there. I don't know what kind of move it was, if it was a nice move or not, because we had a bad angle of it. But AXR ending up ahead of MJ. And we're down to 12 runners now, as we've lost Slushy 6. Slushy 6, or Pepe. Sinister at the moment leads 2.5 seconds from Get Boosted. Get Boosted's on a quarter of a tank of fuel, and he is slowly destroying that rear right tyre. Deacon Do in 3rd place at the moment, 5.9 seconds off, 6 seconds off of Get Boosted, 8.6 seconds off of Sinister. So Sinister's come out and he's absolutely chugging along nicely. And we are 56 minutes into this race at the moment, and all is going well, and I do believe the sun is rising in the background. So Get Boosted, they've driven through the night so far. And Get Boosted 3.3 seconds. Don't forget, he's going to have to pit out of sequence again, which is going to put him further down. But come the end of this race, it is going to be very interesting. Deacon Do, he's pulling away from Miko. I don't know if Miko's having a bit of he might be just saving fuel for the moment, but it looked like Deacon Do just lurched forward by about a second, 3.5 seconds ahead he was, and now he's nearly 5 seconds ahead of Miko. So I don't know if Miko just had a moment out there. And look at the scenery in the background. Yeah, the skyline, absolutely delicious. And someone just saying sorry. Oh, that must be unknown, because no name came up. So Miko, AXR, MJ in 6th. These are all still quite close. Thunder chasing MJ down. JTR going long, remember. And he'll be coming into the pits. Mikey Boosh must have recently pitted. I missed a round of pit stops on by most of these. Adnab, half a tank of fuel ahead of Matthew Tube. I'll just shorten it to Matthew Tube. He's giving it some flashing. There's no one there to flash. And the sun looks, it looks great when it gets lighter. MJ, the AI hits you second, eh? So there's a whole conversation going on. I don't know who between MJ and AX or what, but someone hit MJ, it seems, and they're saying the AI hit him. Or they're explaining that it wasn't them that hit him, it was the AI. So Sinister is there, 4.4 seconds ahead of Get Boosted. Get Boosted still not ready for a pit stop yet. Deacon Do is third, and I think as soon as that sun rises, we're going to see these guys, the tyre wear will change. I think they'll start having a bit of trouble with tyre wear. JTR is in. Now, he was pitting at the same time. Oh, I missed him. He's there. JTR's in. He was pitting around the same time as Get Boosted, but Get Boosted somehow saved a bit more fuel in this stint. And he's gone to nearly halfway. Well, yeah, we're over halfway now. About 33. Sinister still taking the dodge all the way and get boosted. He's going to have to pit soon. Deacon Do in the Corvette. He'll take over for Get Boosted when he goes into the pits. Deacon Do and Sinister, they're kind of in a battle, but Sinister has slowly been pulling away, but Deacon Do saving a little more fuel than Sinister at this point in the race. So more to develop there, I think. Miko is now on his own. He's got no one around him. He's 5 seconds behind Deacon Do, and he's 6.8 seconds ahead of AXR, who's pulled away from MJ. And Thunder, they're trying to catch up. I think we're at that point in the race. Everyone's just racing their own race at the moment, and just trying to manage their race best they can. Adnap, he looks like that's not the track. It possibly looks like he wasn't on the track there, but he's ahead of JTR, who pitted. And JTR will be trying to chase down Adnab if he's made a small mistake. And Matty Boy in 11th, 49s he's doing at the moment in the Subaru Bruz. And a pit stop's needed there for Unknown. And that's him into the pits. So Sinister 6.4 seconds ahead of Get Boosted, but Get Boosted will be visiting the pit lane pretty soon, I believe. Then Deacon Do in third will pick up his race with Sinister, but Sinister pulling out even more time. But I think Deacon Do, he started fuel saving, but it's not that far difference between the two American branded cars. With Get Boosted set to disappear, maybe. Yeah, he's got to be on the next lap. Miko, half a tank, similar to Deacon Do, so he'll be wanting to close that gap, that 4 or 5 seconds that it stands between himself and the Corvette. 6 seconds ahead of the Peugeot at the moment. Fuel very similar between the two of them. And MJ there, he's on the Ford being a very thirsty car, it seems. Thunder, similar fuel to MJ though, these two in their fights. And somehow pulling out 14 seconds. Mikey Boosh was proper in this race earlier, although they are on a quarter of a tank less than Mikey Boosh. He might still end up in that. Yeah, I don't see he's lost a lot of time. It's just pit lanes, the pit strategies that's put him there to Get Boosted into the pits as we predicted. Deacon Do moves up. Miko will move up. Where is Get Boosted looking to come out? Ahead of Adnab, behind Mikey Boosh probably. He was just ahead of JTR last time, I imagine. Oh no, JTR, what happened to thee? And that looks shocking. And he nearly got in someone's way, but he's got off the track a little too late. But there we go. Let's have a look then what that was. He's coming across the lapped car. And the lap car had a wiggle ahead of him. Nothing to worry about. And I do not know. That was very bizarre. It looked like the lap car had just tagged him. It's so weird. And then our car having to really get out of the way. I don't even know who that was. Hooly shoosh. Hooly malooly. Quoof. So JTR dropping down behind Matthew. Was it Matthew? Would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah. Matthew coming across him and having to get out of the way. Adnab in 9th. And I imagine JTR has got some choice words about the Mitsubishi driver. So Sinister 18 seconds ahead of Miko. Deacon Do, hey up. How's Deacon Do ended up behind Miko? Miko, I don't know. Deacon Do must have had a mistake. He must have had a mistake there. So Miko goes on through into second. He did a 46.55.2 from Deacon Do. Oh my jebeejus. So Deacon Do having an absolute nightmare somewhere on that lap. And yeah, he's dropped behind Miko now, and Miko absolutely thundering on. Great stuff. AXR in 4th place now after Boosted's pit stop. and he's riding quite comfortably ahead of MJ. MJ's going to have to come into the pits again, it seems. And that Ford, and it's not that far ahead of the Shag. The Jaguar just as thirsty as the Ford, but I think MJ and Thunder have been on a similar pit strategy. But it looks like Thunder's going to go a couple of laps longer than the Ford at this point. Great stuff. Get boosted. He's on that very long run strategy at the moment, and it's interesting. It's really interesting. I can't call it. I don't know where he's going to end up with Sinister and Miko now, I guess. Miko's joined the chat. So Mikey Boosh, 3 seconds behind Get Boosted. Oh, and I said Get Boosted was going to come out ahead of Adnab maybe, but no, he's come out ahead of Mikey Boosh here. And yeah, I can't see anywhere that Mikey Boosh has dropped a chunk of time. But yeah, oh, of course, MJ and Thunder have got pit, haven't they? That's what it is. So that'll put Mikey Boosh up ahead of MJ and Thunder, I imagine. Who's going to pit first? MJ is really, really desperate for a pit stop. He's on vapor. And I imagine he's not going to change his tyres again. And he's got to run the soft compound still, though. I don't think he's actually run the softs. So he might change to him this time round. There he goes, into the pits. Will Thunder follow suit? He does. So that's 2 positions for Get Boosted and probably Mikey Boosh. Who knows if Adnab and JTR can nab those spots as well. So Get Boosted comes across and past MJ and Thunder whilst they're in the pits. And I believe Mikey Boosh will as well. They're not even filling up yet. They've not even got to the pit lanes. MJ is now. Thunder is now. So Adnab is the next man down the road. And he is going past the pit lane. Is he going to get ahead of him? Possibly, but he's going to be pitting in the next couple of laps himself anyway. They're filling up, and it doesn't take much after they filled up MJ. I'm sure MJ will get out ahead of Adnab. There he is. There they both are, coming down the pit lane. Adnab getting Thunder. Can he get MJ? MJ's already there. He's put the soft tyres on. The tyres will be cold, remember. So, MJ, a little ginger, getting on the accelerator. Adnab, sorry, not Nab. Keep calling him Adnab. Adnab is in 8th ahead of the Thunder. And the Shag really fancies the position, I am sure. Was that not a HSBC Jaguar last time? Let's get on board with the Thunder. As we see, he's chasing MJ, you see, in reality. So he'll be wanting to get past Adnab on the older tyres, but his car's a lot lighter, lesser fuel. We think Adnab might be pitting next lap, maybe the lap after, no later. So Thunder could just use Adnab for a bit of a tow and a fuel save for a lap or two before he goes into the pits. But I have a feeling that Thunder just wants to get past Adnab, and start attacking MJ, who's getting further and further down the road. Lap 37 of 65, guys. We are absolutely chugging through those laps. Stick drift, says Thunder. But I'm in car with him. I don't know what he's talking about. How do they type and drive? They've got someone at the side of them. So Thunder then trying to gain on Adnab. Oh, very nice. Very nice looking cars here. As we see the BMW and the Jaguar battle it out. MJ 3.3 seconds down the road. Meanwhile, Sinister leading. And he's under a quarter of a tank of fuel now as Miko, his fuel is flashing. Deacon Do is only 2 seconds behind on a quarter of a tank of fuel. A little better than Sinister, but he's some 22 seconds back from Sinister now. And as he with that 10 seconds slower lap time, Has he really lost the battle here as Miko goes in and AXR moves up, but his fuel has just started flashing. He'll be pitting pretty soon himself and Get Boosted. 3/4 of a tank for Get Boosted. Slowly making his way through the fields. Miko not even at the blocks yet. He is now. They'll get them tyres changed. I'm surprised he's changing the tyres. I thought he'd leave them to get out there even quicker. Boosted gets by Mikey Boosh. He is there as well. Miko's going to have to fight him. He's on 1/4 of a tank of fuel. I tell you, everyone's fuel and everything is all over the place. It's so hard to read. Here comes MJ. Miko is filled up and he's out though. He's out. He's out. Whoops. He really is out. He's just... Oh no, poor Miko. He made the pit stop and everything and it's kicked him out of the room. I didn't even see it saying he left. Where is he? Is he gone? Oh no, what's Thunder done to Adnab? Did he hit him on the way into the pits? Yeah, no, Miko's gone. I tell you, this is a race of attrition. The Alfa Romeo, looking good for a podium, has just vanished. It was on his way out of the pits and it did what Alfa Romeos did, and it himself all over the pit lane. Unfortunately, I have to run errands. It was nice racing, y'all. Oh no, he had to get off. He didn't have time to race anymore. Oh, what a shame. Only 25 more laps. But, so Miko has to go and sell some drugs. So he's not going to be able to race any longer. Sinister leads from Deacon Do. 22 seconds. AXR now into the pits. And, oh no. Hey, oh, they must have been watching. Have they already left? Jesus. So we're down to 10. We started with 14 and we're down to 10 so far. Thunder in the chat saying drugs ? He said he had to go and run errands. I read between the lines. I don't know who he is. Sinister leads from Deacon Do and Get Boosted in third. AXR TICC into the pits. That's going to give Mikey Boosh the opportunity to move up into fourth. And Mikey Boosh has been under the radar for a short while here, but look at him. He's now moved himself up into fourth with Miko out of the way. And AXR comes out of the pits in fifth spot, ahead of MJ and the Ford GT. Still in the fight here. Still in the fight. It's doing better than what the Mustang would have done, in all fairness. It's still a good choice, I think. Thunder in the Shag. 3/4 of a tank of fuel. He's chasing MJ down, but he's got 14 seconds. Sinister's into the pits. Deacon Do has got a little bit of fuel, but oh, I mean, what, lap 2? Oh, 2 laps at best, I think. Deacon's got in that car. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. Get Boosted. Oh my lord, he's still got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Is he trying to go all the way? Definitely only got 1 pit stop left in Get Boosted's car. But Sinister into the pits then, and Deacon Do, he's going to crack on for another lap, it seems. So Deacon Do, is that the first time he's led this race? I believe it is, you know. We've had Get Boosted leading. We've had Sinister for a lot of it, and now Deacon Do. Sinister back out ahead of Get Boosted. Interesting. A lot. No, can't be that much. It's a lot. Where is Get Boosted? That surprises me. That surprises me indeed. Mikey Boosh goes in, gives AXR the position, who pitted earlier, and Get Boosted some 20 seconds behind Sinister. So yeah, I think Sinister might have this in the bag now. I thought Get Boosted would have been closer, but it looks like his fuel save has been epic, and it's could have put him out of the race here. Deacon Do, he's going to be in the pits at the end of this lap. And yeah, I'm surprised after the last round of pit stops, Get Boosted was a lot closer to Sinister, wasn't he? So interesting. AXR in 4.5 seconds ahead of MJ, and Thunder 14.5 seconds behind those guys. He's on 3/4 of a tank of fuel. MJ is similar fuel between Thunder and MJ. AXR, he's got a full tank there. 11 seconds behind Get Boosted, who's just over half a tank of fuel. Sinister's just filled up and on his way out. And Deacon into the pits. Deacon is into the pits. AXR, MJ, any of these, is he going to get out around that time? 46 seconds possibly. Might be shorter than 40 odd seconds, I think, is a pit stop. So probably about 26 seconds looking at the ins and the out laps. So Deacon do in. Sinister retakes the lead in the Dodge Viper, and now the sun's out. You can really see how glorious that car really is. We're on lap 42 of 65. Get Boosted moving up into second place. 20 seconds adrift of the Dodge Viper though. And it's going to be an interesting showdown come the end of the race. Deacon is back out ahead of AXR. AXR isn't that far behind the Peugeot, sorry, is what we're looking at. And MJ not far behind the AXR. So still quite bunched up, still anyone's game there for the podiums. I'm not sure about the win, you know. I think Sinister may have it. I don't think Get Boosted's long runs is gonna, I don't know. Who am I? He needs Sinister to have another pit stop before he pits, and I can't see that happening. Deacon do. He's filled up now, 3.5 seconds behind Get Boosted. AXR, 7 seconds behind Deacon do, with MJ in 5th, 5.4 seconds behind AXR. He's just done his fastest lap of the race, and MJ then says, sod fuel saving, I am going for it, I'm gunning it. Thunder in 6th, half a tank of fuel, and it still looks like he is in some major fuel save situations. Thunder missing the corner there, just noticed as I was chatting to my wife. Sinister then leads this race. He's the fastest man on track, 45.358. Set that up on lap 34, and he's got a 22-second lead on Get Boosted, who's on a different pit strategy at the moment, going for less pit stops, meaning his pace is not as fast. He's only 2 seconds ahead of Deacon do. Deacon do on a similar strategy to Sinister, but some 24 seconds behind. Sinister really has been on his game in this race. AXR in the Peugeot in 4th place, 2.8 seconds ahead of the Ford GT, but with more fuel on board, so advantage Peugeot. Thunder 17.5 seconds behind MJ, half a tank of fuel, and he's got 8 seconds on Mighty Bush, who's in 7th, but Mighty Bush has got a lot more fuel on board, and he's going to be closing up pretty soon when the pit stops happen. JTR, he was doing the long runs as well. It's not paid off as well for him as Get Boosted, but still he was in the battle with Adnap and the Matt, and that's it. 10 runners. We lost Salty, we lost Miko, we lost the Unknown, and we lost Slushy 6 in this race so far. And we'll have a memorandum for him at the end, in memoriam for him at the end of this stream. So Sinister 23.5 seconds ahead of Get Boosted, but it's Deacon Do that is interesting at the moment. He's the one closing in on the Deeks. I mean the boosted. He's going faster. definitely fancies a piece of the Honda NSX up ahead of him, even more closing in now. Those fresh soft tyres really working out for him. Just enjoying the sounds of the Corvette there, the greatest hits, one could say, of the Corvette here at Daytona, as we go past all the flags, the flag hairpin, and still catching up with Get Boosted. MJ some 12 seconds behind, and Deacon Do, this is where the fight is. There is more fighting elsewhere in that hairpin. Thunders into the pits. That is the other one, MJ and AXR. Has MJ got past AXR? He has. AXR's done a slow lap, a 150.8, and lost out to MJ. MJ up into 4th place. Deacon Do less than a second behind as they put a lap on the KFC car. And that's, I think I remember. Jesus, where it's not. It's Matthew, sorry. Friggin' hell's sake, yeah. It's Matty Boy. He seems to have lost the back end of, is he recently pitted? Yeah, but, yeah, he seems to have lost the back end of Adnab. Is Adnab gonna pit soon? No, it's, I don't know what's going on there. Them two were racing hard with each other. But it seems like Matthew's eased off a little bit there. And we've got Deacon and Get Boosted absolutely battling it out now. And Deacon getting a tow, but remember, different strategies here, but Get Boosted still doesn't want to yield position. Fantastic stuff here between the two of them. Get Boosted holding ground. He's still got a hell of a lot of fuel on there. So maybe he's just driving for a podium, knows the win isn't on for him in this race, and so is just trying to drive for a podium. Get Deacon Do all the time. Sinister still pulling away from these guys. What's his fuel like? We'll have a quick sneaky. It's not terrible, is it? He's got more fuel than Get Boosted. Well, Get Boosted's gamble might work. Sinister and himself might be pitting around the same time, but what's the gain? Because Sinister's 26 seconds down the road. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's gonna fall out at the end of this. And Matthew YouTube just sitting behind them guys, enjoying the show. MJ, he's 4 seconds now. AXR, has he gone to a heavy fuel save? 48s and 50s, whilst MJ's smashing out the 46ers. Mikey Boosh is 25 seconds behind AXR. With a little bit more fuel, but not a major amount of fuel, but he is revving that car out, so he's not really fuel saving, I don't think. JTR is just under a quarter of a tank of fuel, and Ox, who made a pit stop soon, about last lap or something, he's come out in 8th behind JTR, only by 2 seconds. He's put brand new soft tyres on. Did he pit in the last one? Because he hasn't totally topped up with fuel, but we've still got 19 laps to go, which is still quite a way to go in this race. Adnap, 6 seconds behind them, half a tank of fuel, 3/4 for Thunder. So Adnap, he looks like he wants to have an attack of JTR, I suppose. JTR will be pitting first out of all of those guys. Mikey Boosh, he's hoping to get... Is he hoping to get X? No, I think they're both hoping to get MJ by the end of this race. I think AXR and Mikey Boosh and maybe even JTR have got their eyes on that 4th spot, with the Ford GT being rather thirsty. The Dodge has been driven to precision, and it's on its way for another fastest lap. Oh, Deacon Dude did get past boosted. Sorry. I will try. We can all but try. Yeah, he's already done it. I apologise. It would have been down the straight, really straightforward. To get boosted down into a 3rd now. But his race isn't... Well, it is with Deacon, I suppose, but not just yet, he says. Not yet. I've still got to save a little bit more fuel. So Sinister leads. Deacon Do is in 2nd. Get Boosted is in 3rd. MJ 4th, but he's going to be wanting a pit stop in about 3 or 4 laps. And that may be his last pit stop of the day. AXR's picked himself up a small penalty there. I think he will be pitting. Well, I say he'll be pitting, but we've seen Get Boosted make that fuel last quite a while. Mikey Boosh, 26 seconds down, and I don't think he's going to catch AXR today. There's a yellow flag. Ooh, it's none of them lot. Oh, it's Matthew getting out the way, I think, from a spin. Sinister, Deacon, Boosted, MJ in 4th, AXR in 5th. Then we've got Mikey Boosh in 6th, Thunder in 7th, Thunder and JTR absolutely locking horns, and it looks like Thunder's just got that move done on JTR, maybe, hopefully. No, he's already ahead. No, yeah, he's already ahead of JTR, sorry. So, I think it's him getting past JTR. Well, they're pretty close on the racetrack, these two. But maybe it's JTR going for OSX Thunder. We know he's just come out the pits. JTR's absolutely light, 48s, 46.7. No, that was Thunder getting himself past JTR. Adnap. Oh no, we've lost Matthew now. We're down to 9. It really is a race of attrition here, as Adnap only 5 seconds behind JTR, who has to pit. Thunder is 7th. He's hoping to catch. Who's he trying to... He might get a bit of Mikey. I'm not sure about that. Maybe MJ, but he might be too far back for the MJ, I reckon. MJ will be pitting then at the end of this lap. Is he going to come in now? Yes. So MJ in. AXR is on just over 1/4 of a tank of fuel. He's going to continue on for a short while, and Mikey Boosh, he's some way away. You know, MJ might get back out ahead of Mikey Boosh. I don't know though, it's a long way to that pit lane. And Matthew saying thanks for the clean race before he leaves. There we go. I'm sorry guys that you couldn't see out to the checkered flag. It's a real shame. So Mikey Boosh then, MJ, he's getting his tyres changed. He's going to get some fuel in that car. And Mikey Boosh then on the start straight. He's gone past MJ. They're still filling it up. So that's Mikey Boosh. I think we can count that one. Yes, I think we can. I can count that one now for Mikey Boosh. Up to 5th place. Ahead of MJ. But I doubt MJ's going to be pitting again for the rest of this race, where Mikey may have to have a splash o dash before the end. We're into the last 16 laps here, and yeah, I think the fuel for some of these guys in the beginning was only 13 laps, and we saw people pitting, and MJ was one of those. So let's hope he's got 16 laps worth of fuel in that bad boy, or he can get 16 laps, or he's going to be into the pits again. So Sinister, 28.8 seconds ahead of Deacon Do. There was a point when these two were only 7 seconds apart, but Sinister is just burning through this fuel in these later parts of the race. And I think he's just ensuring that Get Boosted's radical strategy doesn't work against him. And Get Boosted rather cleverly just sat behind Deacon Do there. I don't know if he's getting a tow that far back. I thought it was only 0.8 to a second, maybe. But you never know. Might be getting a slight tow from him. AXR, all on his own. Look, 15 seconds behind Get Boosted, but he'll go ahead of Get Boosted. But again, he's got to make a stop. Oh, the back end getting wild there for the Peugeot. It's a rear right tyre. Not looking happy. Quite grisly. So the RCZ is looking lively there. Mikey Boosh in the McLaren. The McLaren looks absolutely clean as a whistle, doesn't it? That's a beautiful livery from Mikey. And he's going to get some good points there if he can finish in this 5th place. He's got MJ out and chasing him down, and the question is, can MJ get that Ford to the end of the race without pitting again? And we've got Thunder on half a tank of fuel, so he's bound to be making a pit stop before the end. JTR finally comes in, and Adnap moves ahead, but he's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel, and this could be JTR's last pit stop. One to watch out for. Sinister, a quarter of a tank of fuel, 29-second lead on Deacon Do, who's just under half a tank of fuel. And then we've got Get Boosted, whose fuel has started flashing. He'll be in for his final lap, final pit stop. Sorry, final lap. Although the way they're dropping, who knows? He might be out. AXR TICC, 4th at the moment. Quarter of a tank of fuel. Mikey Boosh. Yeah, I don't think there's any catching him. MJ's the concern, really, when these two make their pit stop. And their big question is, can MJ get to the end? He's screaming the car out, so he's not short shifting or anything like that. He's going for it. Thunder, half a tank of fuel. He's in the 46s as well. MJ's only done his out lap. And it's a tough one to call. Adnap, he's going to have to make a pit stop where we've had a JTR just make his final stop. And 2nd place, Deacon Do coming up and across the Lexus driver. And I'm imagining Deacon Do will say, don't slow down, just keep on going, let me get a tow. There's no need to slow down, there's no need to let the lapping car past. That Lexus is a big beast and would punch a lovely hole in the air. So JTR just getting on with his race, waiting for Adnap to make their pit stop. And maybe Thunder, maybe he can catch Thunder out, I'm not sure. So yeah, he can do. He's got a lovely positioning behind that lapped car. He's going to get a lovely tow there. Get Boosted, still hasn't pitted. Oh my word, I forgot about him. He's going to have to come in at the end of this one. Surely. But don't call me Shirley. So Get Boosted then. 3rd place at the moment. He's trying to do a stop less than everyone else. I haven't been counting the pit stops, so I don't know if it's worked. I'm sure it has. I'm sure everyone's pitted more than he has. What are you looking at? So Sinister carries on. Deacon Do is chasing him down in 2nd place. AXR looking to go up to 3rd, but he's going to need a pit stop in the next lap. Mikey Boosh, quarter of a tank. He's doing okay, isn't he? MJ, he's used a quarter of a tank. And we've still got 14 laps to go. So Mikey wants to be saving that fuel. Not Mikey, MJ. You want to be saving that fuel, my friends. Get Boosted, filling up now. Can Mikey? No, Mikey's way too far back. Although he's coming up the start straight now. Get Boosted, still filling. And Mikey Boosh, don't think he's going to beat Get Boosted. There's Get Boosted, he's been released. And Mikey Boosh only in the first corner as Get Boosted goes out of the pit lane. And he's some 19 seconds behind AXR, who's going to be pitting at the end of this lap. And then it's all about Deacon and Sinister. Sinister is going to be pitting pretty soon. Deacon's got a quarter of a tank. That's not going to get him to the end of the race, though. So it's, but maybe he's going for a lighter car, and he's getting a nice tow off of the Lexus. Hopefully the Lexus isn't in his way. It doesn't seem it, does it? He seems like he's got a distance on the Lexus. Get boosted then, Mighty Boosh, 7 seconds behind him. MJ waiting for them all to pit, so he can see what position he will end up if the fuel lasts. Thunder, 12 seconds behind MJ, half a tank of fuel. Some of these guys, I think, are trying to be sly with this fuel and take it all the way to the end. Adnap is going to have to pit at the end of this one, which will be music to JTR's ears as he punches a hole through the air for Deacon. Sinister's going to be pitting pretty soon as well. So who are we thinking next? Adnap? No, AXR. So AXR's in. Where's he going to come out? Ahead of Mikey Boosh, behind Mikey Boosh? That's the question. I think he was ahead of AXR, of Mikey Boosh. So he'll be hoping to get back out of the pits ahead of him. He's not even at his blocks yet. Mikey Boosh is coming, but Mikey Boosh, don't forget, has got to make a pit stop as well before the end of this race. AXR still not. Well, there he goes. He's got his tyres on. And Mikey Boosh does go by. But again, Mikey Boosh is going to have to pit as well. MJ also moves on up the position as AXR still filling. And Thunder too far back, I think, to put an attack on the AXR driver. And so he comes out 3.5 seconds behind as Sinister goes in, as well as Adnap. We saw Adnap, and that'll be JTR happy. Thunder, quarter of a tank of fuel. AXR's on a full tank of fuel now. MJ's just under 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Mikey Boosh is on his way to empty. Get boosted, nearly a full tank. Deacon Do, just under a quarter. Sinister into the pits, probably for the final time, as Deacon Do is also going in. He's got fuel. He's going for a shorter pit stop, but pitting at the same time as Sinister. So this is where we see if Get Boosted's master plan works. He's halfway around the other side of the track, and it's likely that the other two are going to get out before he gets there. Sinister is out. Sinister's already out. So Sinister out and back on track again as he goes by, oh, what's that? Adnap, the BMW. It is. Deacon Do filling up. Get Boosted coming along the start straight. It's going to be tight between Deacon and Get Boosted, I think. Get Boosted goes past the start finish line. Deacon Do getting released. Get Boosted's going into the first corner, but Deacon Do is going to come out of the pit lane before Get Boosted, and Deacon Do does the do and gets the job done. Bish, bash, bosh. Thank you very much, he says. An American 1-2 in American land. Let's make America great again, hey? So Sinister leads from Deacon Do. Get Boosted is in third. The championship leader is for the first time this season tasting defeat. Or is he? We've still got a long way to go. We've still got 11 laps. MJ back up to fourth now with everyone pitting. Mikey's in. Thunder's in. JTR, is it enough? I don't think it is. Well, you know, I've been wrong before. Thunder's getting his tyres changed. Mikey's being released, so Mikey is out. AXR's already through and down the road though. MJ, can he get that car to the end of this race? It's unlikely, isn't it? I'm sorry, MJ. I don't want to be a naysayer, but I don't think your fuel will last. AXR then chasing him down, only 5.8 seconds behind him as well. It's tight. It's tight. Mikey Bush, 24 seconds behind them and 14 seconds ahead of the Thunder. So JTR, no, it wasn't enough to close in on the Thunder. His strategy, and he's only 4 seconds ahead of Adnap in the BMW. We've got a fight on our hands here for the final 11 laps here with Adnap and JTR, and I still think for some of these guys fuel will be tight, especially for that man there, MJ. God, it just seemed like it went black and white there. Must be another change in the day, but it was a bit more drastic. Oof. Get Boosted looking a bit wiggly in the first corner. And he's 9 seconds behind Deacon Do. Is there anything he can do? Yeah. I'm not even a good judge because he's been doing so much fuel saving. I can't really tell you how the Honda burns its fuel. But he's definitely got less fuel than Sinister and Deacon Do. They'll be filled to go to the end. Get Boosted. He might have to save a bit to get to the end. Then MJ, he was on half a tank. I really don't think he's going to get to the end with that. He's gone a little wide into the hairpin, but it's all good. AXR, 6 seconds. So AXR is just going to be pushing on hard to try and catch up with the Ford. The Ford last time around at 46.6. And it's hard, 47.5 for the Peugeot. Mikey Boosh, 26 seconds behind that battle. And 12 seconds ahead of Thunder. Again, these guys are going to be hoping it's MJ. He'll have to pit. And Thunder, is he close enough this time to MJ to get the position when MJ does inevitably make his pit stop? Sinister at the moment leading this race, 30 seconds on Deacon Do, who's 9 seconds ahead of Get Boosted, but Get Boosted is having to drive to a Delta, so he can't push on to catch up with the Corvette. The Corvette having to drive for hell for leather to try and catch up with Sinister, but Sinister, there's MJ. MJ is going in. It was true. So AXR goes up into fourth. Can Mikey Boosh get something? This might be why MJ's gone in earlier, so he doesn't have to fuel up as much and try and beat the McLaren back out onto the road. But the McLaren coming around the final corner, and MJ only just getting to his blocks, and that could be a position for the Mikey Boosh. OSX Thunder, he's going to be thereabouts with MJ, I believe. MJ is filling up though. Mikey's gone past, but he's not through the first corner. So MJ's out of the pit lane. MJ's out of the pit lane, and he's ahead of Mikey Boosh. He's done it. By George, he got it done. Well done to that man there. He's lost position to AXR, but he never really was fighting for that position, and it was Mikey Boosh he had to keep his eye on, and it's Mikey Boosh. He has pitted and got out of ahead. Job done. Tick for the Ford team. Well done. Sinister leads this race. He's come across JTR with Deacon Do in second ahead of Get Boosted. It looks like Get Boosted is slowly, 46.8 for Deacon Do last time around, 47.1 for Get Boosted. I think he's still having to drive to that Delta. AXR is in fourth place, some 15 and a half seconds behind Get Boosted, but 22 seconds ahead of MJ, which is more important for the Peugeot driver. Mikey Boosh, 4.4 seconds. Is he going to take the Ford? Is he going to try and take on the Ford? The mighty Ford GT. He's gone for soft tyres as MJ. He's got more fuel to burn than the McLaren, but it's interesting. Thunder in seventh, 11 seconds ahead of JTR. JTR driving to the end as he gets a lap put on him from the American Dodge Viper driver. And Adnap, oh no, what happened to Adnap? He wasn't that far behind JTR. He's lost a bit of ground. Oof. JTR playing dangerous buggers with the leader. You don't want to hit the leader when he's leading. That's a big no-no. Sim racing no-no. And real life racing no-no. But yeah, JTR quite happy to get a tow and a bump draft with Sinister helping him along his way. He's already got the fastest lap. Doesn't need another one, but he's going to go for it. What the hell? So Deacon Do, 32 seconds, but he's not getting bump drafted like Sinister is by his mate JTR. Get Boosted, 8 seconds. He is slowly drawing in Deacon Do, but he's burning the fuel to do it. And we've got 8 laps to go. XR looking very comfortable in his 4th place. He's some 22 seconds ahead of MJ, with Mikey Boosh 4.7 seconds behind MJ. Mikey Boosh doing a 47.3 last time around. MJ doing a 50, oh, that was his outlap, sorry. They're not far apart, you know. That's some pressure for MJ there. With the McLaren breathing down his neck, he can't make a single mistake. Not one, not a one mistake can MJ make. Mikey Boosh, he's just got to try and get into the zone and close in on the Ford ahead of him. I think this is the closest battle we've got on track at the moment, with MJ just playing defence at the moment, trying to keep Mikey Boosh behind. The best form of defence is attack, so go on MJ, go for fastest lap. Push, 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 push. MJ, the Mikey Boosh, 47.1 last time, a 47.4. It's not enough though, is it, with only 7 laps to go? Mikey needs to be taking bigger chunks out of MJ there. XR in the Peugeot, nice and comfortable for him at the moment. Just run this one home, get boosted, half a tank of fuel, and I'm sure he can handle that. He's 10 seconds behind Deacon Do though, 46.4. Deacon doing a 47.2 last time around, but he's just about to cross the line with a 46.8, and get boosted answers that with a 47. He's dropping down again, 48. So it looks like boosted giving up on fighting for that second spot, and has settled for the podium position as Sinister. And it looked like he was going to get a win in that first round. If you remember, he had fuel issues, which dropped him out of second place. But Sinister knocking on the door of a win the first 2 rounds, and now here he is. I say first 2 rounds, I don't know if Sinister was actually racing in round 2. No, he is, because he's always the host. Oh, I don't know. So Sinister though leads. Deacon Do 33 seconds behind in second place, making it an all-American lockout. And Matthews just joined the room again. Maybe he's going to pop in for the last 6 laps. As Get Boosted, we think, has gone into fuel save mode again, and is settled for that 3rd spot. It seems pretty safe from AXR. It was 21 seconds of MJ, and MJ has got into his stride now. Mikey Boosh doing a 47.3 last time around, and MJ pulling out a 46.2. So the Ford absolutely pelting it now. And Thunder 9 seconds ahead of JTR, and Adnap dropping back from JTR. He was in the fight with him come the end of the race, but seems to have dropped back somewhat in the BMW. I would blame the BMW. It was lap 56. He did a 54.9. So pushing, obviously pushing hard for the position ahead. He was so close, but the BMW being an absolute beast and killing him. Sinister 33-second lead on Deacon Do, and we have got 5 more laps, gentlemen, ladies and gents. We have made it. We are nearly there, and we've lost 5 riders on our way. Wow. We lost 5 sim drivers. I don't know if you see them. See if you can point them back to the right direction. World racing community. And Get Boosted driving for 3rd today, and MJ has got more than enough in his back pocket to keep the Mikey Boosh exactly where he wants him. Still, I would say good points for Mikey Boosh today in the McLaren. 6th, imagine he would take that. Thunder. Half a tank of fuel. What's Mikey? Half a tank. Yeah, that must be what it takes to get back to the finish line. Half a tank for Sinister as well. Deacon Do on half a tank. And Get Boosted just under half a tank. He's back in the 46s. Maybe he's alternating between 46 and 48. We'll see on this lap. As he brings it around to the finish line. We'll see what lap time this one is. He did a 48. Maybe he just made a mistake that lap. Yeah, it's a 46 again. So, yeah, the 48 must have been a small mistake. And Deacon also keeping in the 46ers. Sinister, early 46ers for Sinister. He really is going for it. It's a great drive from the American. AXR TICC, great drive for fourth. And MJ pulling away even further from Mikey Boosh. So MJ, job done well. That pit stop, that final pit stop was an absolute beast of a pit stop. He absolutely slapped. Thunder, 8 seconds ahead of JTR, but I don't think he's got anything to worry about. JTR, 20 seconds ahead of Adnap now. Adnap, I don't know what's happened to Adnap. He's just, he's backed off of this one a little bit. All the people he was racing, though, have crashed and burned, haven't they? Poor Adnap. JTR was in that battle. Matthew, YouTube Matthew, and there was someone else in that battle. I don't recall, but that was an hour and 50 minutes ago. Come on, give me a break. So Sinister 34 seconds ahead of Deacon Do, who's 9 seconds ahead of Get Boosted. And we've got 4 laps left here. AXR TICC, or Axeman, as I named him earlier, and then went back to saying just the letters. I don't know if he'd liked Axeman though. Cash me outside, says Axeman. Call it me again. MJ, 20 seconds behind the Axeman. 8 seconds ahead of Mikey Boosh. Slowly, nicely pulling away from Mikey. Mikey's dropped into the 48s now. He can't be concerned about fuel, only 4 laps to go. And Thunder, 12 seconds behind Mikey. 9 seconds ahead of JTR. Thunder is saying his fuel is worrying. Oh, see, we thought the fuel was right. Well, Get Boosted must be really nervous then, because he's on a quarter of a tank of fuel. But we have seen him string out the fuel. Sinister leads this race with Deacon Do 8 seconds ahead of Get Boosted. And Get Boosted even less fuel than Deacon Do, so I think Deacon Do doesn't have too much to worry about from Get Boosted. AXR, he's only on a quarter as well, but there's only 3 laps to go. There are 4 laps to go. Ooh, AXR going very wide there indeed. He's 18 seconds ahead of MJ though, so he's fine. MJ's fuel, half a tank. And maybe, yeah, Mikey's done a 49, so Mikey must be getting nervous. Mikey must be getting nervous of the fuel. He seems to be backing off somewhat now. MJ just absolutely trouncing him. But I think Mikey wants to get the car to the checkered flag. And Thunder closing in, the shag on its way. JTR, he's on only a quarter of a tank of fuel as well, but we've seen him do some brilliant saving. And the BMW just under half a tank. And Sinister leads. He's on lap 63 of 65. They've been racing for an hour and 53 minutes, ladies and gents. They must be absolutely wiped out. They must have aching muscles that they didn't know they had muscles there. So Sinister, 34.4 seconds ahead of Deacon Do. He is on his way around. Oh no, he's about halfway round. Lap 63. Before he starts his penultimate lap, the white flag lap. Deacon Do in second, 9 seconds ahead of Get Boosted. Get Boosted's tyre is also worrying there on the rear of that Honda. 19 seconds ahead of AX though. So I'm sure he is fine, and similar fuels to AX. MJ good on fuel, good on tyres. Mikey Boosh, we thought was slowing down somewhat, 48 to 49, back into the 47s though for the McLaren, so maybe he just needed 1 or 2 laps just to make sure. Thunder, who we saw saying it was the fuel was a bit of a worry, seems to be okay at the moment. JTR 9.5 seconds behind him in the Lexus, and Adnap some 20 seconds behind those guys. Sinister then leads from Deacon Do. Deacon Do at 46.1 last time around, so Deacon Do really is pushing on to try and catch the Dodge Viper and stay out of the way of Get Boosted, who did a 46.6 last time around. And Sinister, is it the white flag? Yeah, it's the lap before the last lap, isn't it? So Sinister now on his white flag lap. 1 lap to go after this one. It's been a great drive from him. He got pole, didn't he? No, Boosted got pole, didn't he? But Boosted just dropped with the fuel save, everyone coming past, and Sinister was the one that raced to the top early doors, and he's been there pretty much most of the race except for when he's pitted, and other people have taken over a temporary lead before the Sinister takes it back again. Deacon Do, great drive, had early dramas in the race, ended up, well, he was down the field. His qualifying program didn't go well for him. We saw him picking up a penalty on an integral lap, and then he ran out of time. So starting on the back foot, he has done an amazing job to drive through the field and end up in second spot with Get Boosted on a radical strategy, and has it paid off for him? He was on pole, he was faster than everyone else. If he'd done as many pit stops as them, would he have been up there with Sinister? These are the questions they'll be asking in the Honda debrief room. Get Boosted, he's driven impeccably. I don't think the strategy would have given him much more than that. AXR, he's had battling up and down the field as AXR finally to come out on 4th. A little bit of luck with Miko. Was it Miko or Milo? The Canadian, having to go off and do some odd jobs. MJ 16 seconds, is he catching up with AXR? AXR 46.9 last time around, 46.2 from MJ, but I thought that gap was like 19 seconds or something. And AXR's tyres not looking great. And there we are, we've got Sinister, he's on his final lap now, as is Deacon. Get Boosted as well, his fuel's flashing, but it is the final lap, he's going to be fine. AXR, he's also started his final lap with MJ just coming up to start his final lap. This has been an absolute showpiece for the world racing community. What an absolute cracking race. Mikey Boosh on his way to start the final lap, and everything is looking tidy for our racers. Where is Sinister? This is it. 2 hours of racing coming up, well, just under 2 hours. He was so fast, he beat the 2 hour clock. So Sinister comes up to the checkered flag to take a round 3 win in the Group 3s. Great drive from Sinister. There's been a couple of others cross the line. JTR, oh bloody hell, JTR's crossed. Is the next man Deacon? No. Is it Adnap? Yes. Adnap then on the way to the checkered flag, and that's Adnap finishing in 9th place behind JTR. Deacon Do then, next man across the line, and his fuel didn't even flash. You could have put less fuel in. Finishes 32 seconds behind Sinister. Well done, Deacon. And Get Boosted then absolutely on vapors, crosses the line to finish out the podium. Take a boo, my son. AXR is heading towards the checkered flag, and he got it to get there in the end. And the Peugeot comes out in 4th place. Great drive from AXRTICC, and a lovely little handbrake there. As we watch MJ bringing it home in 5th place. Great drive from the Fords It was a thirsty car. I think he did a pit stop more than most, but he made it work with that final pit stop. Great stuff from MJ. Mikey Boosh bringing it on home in the McLaren, and it's been a very cool race, this one. I've really enjoyed it. So Mikey Boosh, he's not there yet, and there he goes. 6th spot for Mikey Boosh. Good points in the championship, and OSX Thunder heading towards the line. And he was right, fuel was tight. Look at that, unbelievable. And that is all your riders and runners, with five of them didn't make it, unfortunately. And there he goes, next level racing, taking racing to the next level from Sinister. A great win, his first win of the season as well. Oh, he did have pole position, it wasn't Get Boosted who had pole, sorry, Sinister had pole. Oh yeah, because it was doing that weird thing with AXR, wasn't it? Right, I'll see if I can save that, but they can be a bit weird about long ones. And we'll look at the results as we wrap this one up. So Sinister takes the win in 1 hour, 57 minutes, 38 seconds. And he got the fastest lap with a 1:45.358. Deacon Do bringing the Corvette home in second. What a great drive. Say he started mid-pack, and he had to just battle on to get something out of this one. Get Boosted tried something radical in the NSX, and it was good for a podium, but I don't think he could have got much more out of that one with that fuel saving. AXR, Axeman, the Axe, finishes in 4th in the Peugeot, and a cracking drive there. MJ in the Thirsty Ford, coming home in 5th with the Mikey Bush. 6th place, OSX Thunder in 7th for the Shag. JTR comes home in 8th, with Adnap finishing the race in 9th. And then in memoriam of those that didn't quite make it, we have Matthew Studio 2, YT, Salty, No Name, Sushi 6, Pepe, and Miko. Well, that was fantastic. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you did too. Show your appreciation, you know. And thanks for watching. I was Thingymajig. This was the World Community Racing. And together we say world peace. Turu, peace and love. Peace and love.